Hi everyone. So I'm going to use the Big Picture Oracle deck just to try to figure out what we are not seeing. If there's anything that we're not aware of, something that we need to know about, something that may be hidden from us. So I'm going to lay out a 5x3 picture and let's see what comes out. So we have the anchor, the bed, the cross, the handshake, the sun, the coffin, the bouquet, the stars, the ship, the mouse, the swords, the rose, the woman, the key, and the clouds. So let's see. Right in the center of our spread, we have the stars card. So this is really telling me that you are being guided towards something. You may have blessings coming in for you, but certainly the stars card is my spiritual GPS card. And with it falling right in the center of the spread, it's really giving me this clue that your guides are guiding you. Perhaps your intuition is guiding you. I see the bouquet here. And it looks like you may have recently put an end to something with this coffin card. So something in your life, something clearly came to an end. And in so doing, it opened up your intuition because the bouquet is about your spiritual gifts and oftentimes our intuition. So there is a feeling here that whatever you released from your past, whatever you were released from, it really opened up your spiritual gifts, opened up your psychic abilities, and now it looks like you're being guided and you're more aware than ever about this spiritual guidance. But with the ship and the mouse here, it looks like you're headed perhaps in the wrong way. You might be thinking too small. When I see the ship headed towards the mouse, it's a clear indication to try to redirect your energies, find another way, because it may be that you just don't really see your own true potential at this point if you're headed towards something that ultimately looks like it's going to be too small, or maybe a lack mentality. I get with the mouse a lot too, that it's just not going to be enough for you, the direction that you're headed. So I think that's why we're seeing the stars right in the center, because it's really asking you to listen to this intuition. The bouquet and the stars are coming in together. And so there is this feeling that your intuition is really heightened right now, and to really listen to where you're being guided. With the anchor and the clouds being at opposite corners, there is a feeling that your stability is, you're not stable. There's an instability coming through with the anchor and the clouds, that there's something that you are not seeing clearly, because the clouds often are a very confused type of energy. You can't see clearly. When there's clouds all around something, it's really difficult to see something for what it truly is. So there's something causing your instability here that you're not seeing clearly. So there's a woman here who looks like she's really supporting you. So for some of you, this is going to just be a person that you know in the 3D, in your everyday life, who's really trying to help you push something forward, but not towards this this small thing, this thing that it feels like your energy is contracted, is really what I'm getting. This person is trying to open up your energy and expand you. But for some of you, because this woman is coming in with the stars right above her head, it's telling me that this is probably someone's spirit guide. This is an ancestor, a female spirit guide. So if this is a mother figure for you, if this is a grandmother, someone who has already passed on, but they may be part of your guidance too, and they're trying to really guide you right now. Because with this cross being at the top here, it's really saying that your karma is pressing down on you right now. that this may be a karmic lesson for you to really listen to your intuition. Because if you don't listen to your intuition, you're headed the wrong way. You're headed towards something too small, a lack mentality, as we said. So the bed here is saying that you know something is toxic. You are very well aware that something in your life is toxic, and it's diagonal with the coffin. So it may be that you're still recovering from whatever this was that you ended. If you just came out of a toxic relationship, if you just came out of a toxic job, make that part make sense for you, but you're recovering from that. But you're also seeing that it has solved a lot of your problems. Just releasing yourself from whatever this was, just releasing that has helped you to really solve a lot of your problems. You're already seeing an increase in your energy or an increase in your quality of life. So, but I think what you don't know is that this person here is really nudging you, guiding you. There's a need here for you to, I believe, to meditate and try to get the messages that this person is really trying to guide you towards. Because yes, releasing this was the first step. I'm seeing this with the anchor and the swords here, which is saying this was a very unstable situation for you, but you're still headed towards a different kind of instability. It's giving this feeling that you went from the frying pan to the fire. So one example of this would be you just broke up from a very toxic relationship and you're trying to heal from this, but you just automatically go and jump into another relationship. That's going to make you feel very small. So I like that the sun is showing up in this position because it's over the clouds. And when the sun is over the clouds, there is going to be some clarity that's going to start to dawn on you. Right now, you are not seeing this clarity because this is in the position of what you don't know. You're not seeing it yet. So again, there's this repeating message with the handshake and the rose, that this person is really trying to give you a gift, really trying to nudge you in a direction of, looks like, healing, just so you can see clearly before you make any more major moves. Because what I'm seeing with the swords and the rose here is that whatever you're going towards, whatever you're getting into, it's going to cause the exact same conflict that whatever you just ended did. And that is what you do not see. These two cards are in the position of what you don't see. That what may look like a gift, it may look like romance coming in, it might look like a good job offer coming in. Until you do the healing, you're going to end up in this same conflict that you've always been in. So if we follow this path of conflict, which I like to follow in this arrow type of energy here, so stay with me. If we follow the path of conflict, it leads us to our opening our intuition, understanding that this is a karmic lesson. But if we follow the path of conflict, our ship is going back towards the clouds. Do you see that, how that works? But if you follow the path of security and stability, which would be this arrow pointing in this direction, then it's saying your stability is coming from your intuition being open, listening to this person or guide, perhaps both for some of you, then your ship will move towards your success. So this is repeating what I've said, that the conflict that you are in, if you go into another karmic situation, another conflict that's the same, you're going to end up in more confusion. But this, with the anchor being right next to the bed, this is really saying do the healing. Once you do the healing with your karmic work, then you're going to be able to really listen to the advice of this guide. The guide is knighting, for those of you who know how to read Lenormand or the Big Picture Oracle system. This guide here is knighting to the handshake. So your stability is through your recovery of this karmic lesson, where you're going to understand what your guides are trying to tell you and then have the clarity. If you go with a new situation that's causing the same amount of conflict, it's going to have this false sense of security. So, and this woman is saying this is the key to unlocking the confusion. So ultimately, with this cross down the middle, we have a karmic lesson here, but you're being very much guided by a guide. So what you don't see, just to reiterate this reading, is don't just jump into the next new thing until you've done the healing. You have a guide here who really wants to show you the way and really wants to give you the successes that you need with this key here. So that is your 5x3 picture in the Big Picture Oracle system. Please let me know how this was resonant for you, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.